friends, welcome back to Cooking with Katie. Today we're going to be making a prosciutto, apple, and sage butter chicken with cider pan sauce. So let's get started. First, you want to take 2 small apples and we're going to cut them into really thin slices. You also want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 degrees and get out a skillet that can be used on the stovetop as well as inside the oven. Once you have your apples all cut up, go ahead and I'm doing chicken thighs, but you can easily do chicken breast as well. Go ahead and take them and cut off all the extra fat. And then take a paper towel and pat them dry. And since these thighs are already deboned, they're pretty much already butterflied open, which is what we're gonna be doing. So if you have chicken breast, go ahead and butterfly fillet it. Just don't cut all the way through because we will be wrapping them together. All right, so once we've got the chicken all patted down, go ahead and put them to the filleted side up, and we're gonna just season with salt and pepper. So if you have pretty long cut prosciutto, you could use just 1 piece cut in half. If you have shorter ones, go ahead and use 2. But we're gonna lay them on one side of the chicken as well as grab 2 slices of apple, put those on there, and then grab some fresh sage. 2 leaves probably to be good, and put that on there. If you don't have fresh sage, go ahead and use ground. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and close up the other side so it looks like a little taco, and we're just gonna do that to the rest of these. Next, you're gonna take your skillet and go ahead and heat up 2 tablespoons of butter. And then we're gonna put these in and brown them 3 to 4 minutes on each side until they're nice and golden. And if while you were cooking in the skillet, if you had a little trouble keeping the chicken pieces together, go ahead and use a toothpick. That's totally fine, I did it. And then once it's done browning on each side, we're gonna go ahead and put the whole skillet into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your oven. And just make sure that it's completely cooked all the way through. So while our chicken is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and start on the side slaw. Take a small cabbage head and we're gonna shred it, as well as 1 to 2 carrots, depending on the size. Just shred them nice and thin. Next, you're gonna take a few of the pieces of apple that you already cut up, and we're gonna cut them into really tiny little bites and add them to the slaw. All right, now we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of celery seed, and then salt and pepper to taste. Give everything a nice stir. Let's have a taste. You want it to stay really nice and crisp because it pairs very well with the chicken. That's good. Now we're gonna start on the sauce for the chicken. So this is 1 cup of apple cider, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and then 1 teaspoon of apple cider. And also add 2 tablespoons of butter to the sauce too. Once your chicken is done cooking in the oven, go ahead and take it out and put it on a plate. And we're gonna just tint some foil over the top so that it stays nice and hot. Then we're gonna take our sauce and put that back on the stove in the skillet, and make sure to move it around a lot so that you get all the nice little crispy parts off the bottom of the skillet. And we're gonna let this simmer for a few minutes. Once the sauce has started to simmer, go ahead and season with salt and pepper to taste, and we're gonna let it reduce for about 5 minutes until it's nice and thick, and then add our chicken back to the skillet. I've also cut up the extra prosciutto, and I'm just gonna put some on top. But everything is done and smells wonderful. Honey, dinner's ready. So if you like this recipe, please like, share, follow, YouTube subscribe so we can make more recipes together. Have a great night. Bye.